are.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guten Tag, guten Abend. Fine and nice and decent people. We the fans demand to know why the hell that these players with fantastic injury records turn up to Arsenal Football Club and just stop pop down. Man, just start picking up niggles that turn into muscular injuries. We don't see him for weeks, turns into months, turns into the entire season. Injury-prone players. What the hell is going on at Arsenal Football Club? You know, in a day when there are massive Champions League fixtures, we got PSG, Bayern, we got Real Madrid, Liverpool. I have to lead the show with injuries. Now we're back down to our emergency striker, people. After all this money spent and $250 million spent in the transfer window, we are back to Mikel Merino up top, which he loves, by the way. He loves playing up top. This is his thing because he has little to no defensive duties while playing up top. This is his thing. He's calm. He loves it. But we, the fans, we demand to know why the hell players turn up to Arsenal with fantastic injury records all of a sudden become injury prone. What in the is going on? Like, seriously, we have to discuss. Let's discuss, people. Pick up to Kwaja in the house. Kwaja is giving us his 11, his starting 11 today. What you saying, Kwaja? Raya Mascara. Nah, Saliba. Nah, it ain't gonna be right. It's full 11, brother. We're not rotating for this. We gotta secure our top 8 spot before we rotate to that level. This is not EFL Cup against Brighton, you know. These are European teams who are actually gonna come out and actually attack us. So give me Timber, give me Saliba, give me Gabriel. You got Eze, Norgard, Skelly in the middle. Nope, it's gonna be Rice. Rice is playing. It's gonna be Rice, Eze, and Norgard. Give Gabriel the armband. I don't know. He might start Skelly. He might start Skelly at left back instead of Calafiori. I wouldn't mind that. Marino will definitely be up top. Wanyeri is not going to start. Trossard will start. But I like the prediction, though, my guy. I really do. The prediction is spot on. I'm somewhere along that line. I think we start that back line that you suggest we might concede, but I don't think we concede if we start the defender galactic, the Galacticos is what they call them. But yeah, it's not bad. It's enough. It's enough to beat Slavia Prague. Not sure if it's enough to keep a clean sheet. Big up to Mateo in the house. Mateo saying, can't believe. Yep, he's up top again, bro. Back to the emergency striker. That's a crock of shit. Arteta playing injured players again. Gyökeres didn't get injured, but for what felt like years he plays under Arteta. Bam, injured. I still hope the German donkey back soon. I prefer him over Marie after the international break. Bluebird, I see your comment there. I'll start that one. Come back to it in a bit. Be happy your strikers are out against one of the weaker opposition, not versus Atletico or Bayern. Who Arsenal got at the weekend. We have Sunderland up at the Stadium of Light, which everyone is saying will be a tough game. Potential banana skin, all that there. Big ups all around, says LFC Monster. 2 games to go before November international break. 2 games to go. Keep some more clean sheets and going. I think he means Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. So big up to Sabi. Big up to Sabi in the house. Hope you're good, baby girl. Manners and respect. Got 16 of you locked in. Make sure we do pay our rent, wipe our feet, and do that, all that good stuff. The conversation is going to keep reoccurring, isn't it? The conversation is going to keep reoccurring between these three. Gravenberch, Caicedo, or Rice, add Bruno G in there. And if I just want to end that conversation and don't entertain it, I just say, give me Rodri over all of them. Yeah, none of them. I don't prefer. Give me Rodri is my Ballon d'Or winner, body of work. He is fit. He's better than all of them. These players all have individual qualities that I like, and none of them are kind of the same in it. Like Gravenberch, out of all three of them, I think Gravenberch is the best ball carrier as far as delivery and whip on the ball. Declan Rice, obviously, the way he delivers set pieces for us, the free kicks against Real Madrid, Caicedo or Gravenberch aren't scoring those. Even Rodri not scoring those. So Declan has his things where he has over him. But the one that Caicedo slapped from 25 yards out to turn Van Dijk into a meme, that he has that quality. So, yeah, these are fantastic football players, and I think they're well within their own right. I think each team who have these players appreciate what they do for their team. Not saying, you remember the Patrick Vieira and Roy Keane debate. United fans don't care who was the better player. Arsenal fans, we don't care who was the better one. What we're saying is what Patrick Vieira did for us, we weren't trading him for what Roy Keane did for them. So what Declan Rice does for us, what Caicedo does for Chelsea, Gravenberch, respectively, and Rodri for City, all do for the team where you realize that, hey, these players are top midfielders. And if you're having a conversation of the top midfielders in the Prem, those are the 5 names that you would bring up. Ranking them, though, would be a show in and of itself. Probably something we should visit during the international break. Big up to Sabi. Hope you're good. Bigging up everyone in the chat. Sunderland away. Yep. I should be able to manage having no striker. It sucks. All are injured, but could have happened at a worse time. Big up to Wahaha. What you saying? AJ. Once the live button is hit, you are summoned to the chat, my bro. Big up to my bro. The Waffle Don is in the house. What you telling to me, Waffle bro? Hope all is good with you. Hendo is in the building. Arteta has broken Gyökeres already. Now we see the squad is more filler than killer. Now you know why I don't believe. Stick a bomba-clad pin right there, Hendo, because that's a discussion. Right. So to all the champions of November merchants, we pause and we say, brother, it's been 8 games, it's been 9 games. Let's not call the league. Let's just pause for a second. We don't believe you. All the chess that you're putting out, talking about no one can make up a 6-point lead on us. We don't believe you. That's false chess. The handshake, when the handshake ain't matching the smile. Like, I don't believe you, bro. The smile is bright, but the handshake is weak. You know them ones. So we didn't believe it. Because here's the deal. Coming off the international break, we have Tottenham and we have Chelsea, right? Now, a world exists where we can draw those 2 games, right? And Manchester City has Newcastle and they have Leeds. A world exists where we can draw our 2 games at Manchester City windows. Not saying that will happen, but a possibility exists. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that could happen. Then all of a sudden, a 6-point lead becomes a 2-point lead, and we still have to go to the Etihad. So this is what man was saying when we're saying, bro, how are we declaring the league over? That 6-point lead against Man City, and we calm it down a bit. Now that picture's been painted, right, with the emergence of Idris DICUSS, who is our leading goal scorer in all comps. Now can we pause for a little bit and realize what Hendo is saying right here? Filler, then killer. Yeah. Sheldon, big up to the Sheldon. So I thought Gyökeres was a brick. That boy ain't touch. That boy ain't tough. He touched no cracker, no Excelsior. So, part of it, like if you watch how he plays, that he's just a madman, just a unit, just running all over the place. You can see why he would get a muscular injury. He is just brute force, strength, always at a full sprint. He's like Russell Westbrook on the court. Remember young Russell Westbrook? You could never question that boy's effort. 100 miles an hour. Like Zion Williams, don't know how to pace himself. He just takes off and man will have a easy layup and try to break the damn rim on every basket. He just plays at one pace. So Gyökeres, he's out there and he's just always at full throttle mode. And it a little. Now you've heard me say Arteta plays fluent poker and he has his poker face. Because now we went from a little niggle. And that's what he said after he hooked him at Turf Moor. He felt a little niggle, but clearly it's not just a little niggle because he didn't even travel. A little niggle means you travel and you're a game time decision. You get assessed, but it's clearly bigger than that because we'll listen to what you say, but we will watch what you do when it's time for you to put out a lineup or for the squad to travel. I can't lie. Sunderland screams 1-0 Shaka. Nah. It would be a great storyline for the rivals and for the meltdown of the internet that would follow it. But I think we have enough to beat Sunderland. Now, what I will say, that was a fantastic game of football yesterday between them, Everton, and what's his face? Sunderland. But I guarantee you that they won't play like that against us. Promise you they won't. There are certain things in life that are guaranteed, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. There's death, there's taxes, and there is Claire gifting out memberships. Pretty much the only things that are guaranteed. And some Arteta waffle. Another round of applause for Claire. Claire, Jesus. You can just send super stickers if you want to, if you must. But you know what, Claire is like a philanthropist. Claire wants to support the channel and also wants to support viewers of the channel. So I get it. But again, you will never do that without a massive thanks. But we remind you that you do not have to do that. But thank you again. Massive, massive thanks to Claire for gifting 5 more memberships. Now, back in our fuckery. Where are we at? See, we become casualties of Claire. Cell 29, Jesus and Marino, and Run Me Victor Osimhen. Both Victors, two-headed monsters of Victors. And that's a lot of goals up there, You can't be talking about that guy Guimaraes. His team keep getting he's definitely talking about Bruno G. So Dreadman or Darren from D-Man TV, he actually rates Tonali higher than Bruno G. He thinks Tonali is their best midfielder. I actually happen to disagree. I actually think Bruno is actually good. I think Bruno is actually a pretty good midfielder. Tonali has a better range of passing on him and reads the game at a very high level. But I rate Bruno G, man. I'm not gonna lie. Sell the brick by Osimhen. There's whatever it is that's keeping the big teams from signing Osimhen. I'd like to know why. It seems like he is being blackballed by Premier League teams. I'm surprised Chelsea didn't go for him, right? Because normally a striker of his caliber would end up at a Chelsea, yeah? But when Chelsea are going for the Laps and Yao Pedro and that over a Victor Osimhen, I don't know what it is, but there's something there. Sunderland aren't that great, to be honest. I think we'll beat Sunderland. Everton really has some good chances. You know, Everton could have scored in the first minute. Jack Grealish gave that damn Argentina player, that Charlie Alcaraz, a clean through pass. Man was in the box doing his best Iwobi impression with the happy feet. Don't know where to go, left or right, and completely made a mess of it. I know Jack Grealish is looking back at that boy and was like, brother, I will never pass to you again in a game-winning situation. I might as well have dribbled the ball down there myself and tried to do something. Big up to the Waffle Don. Saying Boy 10 and Tony got hella chest. You know what? I hear the chest, but I don't match it. Nasty November. Big up to bro Waffle Don said it yesterday. There's a nasty November coming, people. As we draw 2 City win 2, it's all of a sudden not a 6-point lead, it's a 2-point lead. And we have to go to their ground. All of a sudden, that 1-1 at the Emirates don't seem like such a great result now, does it? Because we're going on and on about our Arsenal correcting bad results from yesterday season, yeah? So from the last season, West Ham at home, lost that, we got the 3 points. Newcastle away, we lost that, now we got the 3 points. Fulham away, we drew that, now we got the 3 points. But we're conveniently leaving out that at City at the Emirates that we got those 3 points. We only got 1 this year. Anfield away, last year, we got 8 points for the past 3 seasons. This season, we left with 0 points. Nothing. Big dirty egg. You know, we have to tell the whole story. We don't like to do the lying by omission. You know? Don't tell the whole truth. It's damn near the same as a lie. Bayern and Chelsea, 3 games apart. Yep. Tottenham, Bayern, Chelsea after the international break. Nasty November. I'm expecting to see the same chess from Tony and from Boy 10 if this goes tits up. Big up to Miss Melina. Again, sorry about your Blue Jays, but the boys did well this season. I'm sure you're thoroughly proud of them. Big up to my bro Yaga P in the house. We waking up the Sunderland. We walking up the Sunderland with a 4x4. They're getting their ass beat. Yeah, I expect us to deal with something. I don't expect us to concede at the Stadium of Light. That's how much. Talking at chest, you know. I don't have Tony and Boy 10 chest talking about the Q word and all that. But I'm saying we're gonna Sunderland. That Sunderland was included in the bunch of the must wins. The 4 wins on the trot, that was included in there. We got all the other ones. You know, Burnley, Palace, West Ham were all predicted wins that we must. Sunderland away, that's another must. Big up to the BX Gooner. Hope you're good, bro. Manners and respect to you every single time. Appreciate you checking in. Where we at? Big up, man. Wow, his shooting is also on West Bricks level. Thought you would have did that. I thought you would have put West Bricks in there, but you get the idea. Wow, goddamn. Why always trying to throw me for a curve with my basketball references? You know what the fuck I meant. All I'm going to say, we actually pay Semenyo in January because it means we can fully put Gabriel Martinelli in the back 9 where he belongs, where he is best. Yeah, Semenyo, man. I'm here for the Semenyo shout. Ruffle down, bro. We behind your team until the wheels fall off. I'm busting. I appreciate it, though. Look at Claire. Claire didn't change her whole name. Is the monologue still not over? Never. I just went and double-checked that Ox News. I was right. He is back in training with you. Luckily, it's with the academy kids, so you're safe. 32 years young. Ox. Why? You could use Ox. Ox is a recent Liverpool player. You could use the Ox. You know, 21 watching, 13 likes. Smash that like button, people. Big up. LFC Monster every time. The real Liverpool fan in the building. Hey, it's the subliminal from AJ. You know, I love it. Nothing wrong with Gyökeres. Him just tired of running around for Arteta. He embarrassed of the goals he's getting. He said, "Fuck this, I'm out." Yeah, he hasn't scored that signature goal yet. You know, his best goal actually came in the preseason, didn't it not? Against Bilbao, that flick header, right? Because the pen, well, the Nottingham Forest goal was good as well. The one that Eze put on the plate for him, that was a good goal. But yeah, he hasn't scored one of the signature. Put it on the ground. I'm gonna body a couple of center backs and just rast it in there. Yeah, clear. Real MVP. Doing it. Yeah, big up Claire, man. There's not enough I can even say about Claire. Big up everyone, says Mark was hyping up the work rate of Gyökeres, but the guy was suffering with all his runs. He was all over it. But you see how knackered he looks after 60 minutes. Him and Declan usually have hand on hips, blowing hard, pause. But mad. Yeah. So the Real Madrid game and the Liverpool, no, not Liverpool, the PSG Bayern game is on at the same time. So I'm gonna have to do some dual screen stuff when I get back from therapy. Or I'll probably just go down to a pub. And watch both of them on, like at Buffalo Wild Wings and watch them on dual screens. Yeah, it should be a day out for me because I'm not going to work today. I paid $90 a month. $94 a month for this shit internet. And it only does this when I stream. Everything else works fine on this internet. But I paid $94 for this Xfinity internet. And it keeps timing out. Fuck me. Rice is one booking away from suspension for the Bayern at home game. Appreciate you reminding us of that, Miss Melina. I don't want to take that chance of him playing today. He's going to play. But he must be under instruction from the manager when the manager says, bro, someone run past you. Do not fly in. Do not pull a shirt. And the game is wrapped up in the 60th minute. Hey, off you go. On comes. Shit, what do we do then? Because Zubi is suspended. So what do we do? Do we put Marino back in the midfield? But then who plays striker? Filler, not killer, like Endo said. Do you see the dynamics of our play to improve with Moreno up top again, or worse? Well, against Slavia Prague, it might be better. You'll see a lot of fluid movement today because you will see a lot of Mikel Merino dropping into the midfield. You'll see a lot of interchange between Trossard and Saka. So that could be it right there. Whenever Declan comes off, if the game is short up, you take off Declan, you drop Merino back in the midfield, and you play Trossard false nine. As it goes out left, or you bring Ethan on. Ethan comes and play out left, or Max. I expect Max to be in the squad today. Marino was give us a stinker up top. We are not scoring from this guy. I hope he proves Darren wrong today. Sunderland like to attack a bit more than the likes of Burnley, which will play into your hands. We shouldn't have any worries without any strikers. But that's the thing. They'll play like that against Everton. They will. But against us, I don't think they will. Because I guarantee you, even Aston Villa, when that pussy hole named Unai Emery come to the Emirates, watch him never play out from the back. Watch him never do this. try to play this open, expansive football and just give the ball away to the midfield the same way he kicked it straight to a Liverpool player for the Gravenberch goal and kicked it straight to Mo Salah for an assist. But we turn up there, they will not play against us the way they play against Everton. Because they know they go down the same way they went down to the NJ. They're not coming back into the game. Well, if you pretend the Leeds played defense versus that goal was quality. No, I don't think that goal was quality at all. There was so much daylight between him and the ball. I'm surprised they didn't nick it off of him. And when the wheels fall off, I'm getting a up push myself, screaming Arteta, Holt. Yeah, man, froze. Music still jamming. Froze like LeBron looking at Dirk 2011, AJ said, questions, please. Darren say we actually win the League Cup. Does he throw the FA Cup in the bin to force the Prem and the Champions League? If he does that, he has to win it. If he does that, he has to win it. And in my humble opinion, he has no right to do that when you have what people call the best squad in Europe. Well, why do you need this big old massive squad if you got to bin cups? And I guarantee you, if you try to bin the cup, whoever wins the cup has a smaller squad with less quality than Arsenal. But if you're asking me, would I trade if we have the League Cup already wrapped up? I love the FA Cup. I want that cup badly. You've all heard me say he wins the domestic cup double. I don't care. He stays. Another year, though, not 5 fucking years, right? But if you're asking me, if he wins the League Cup and I had to choose and make a trade-off between, okay, you win the FA Cup with the guarantees of winning the Champions League or the Premier League, I think most Arsenal fans would accept that trade-off, especially for the champs that we've never won. For the Premier League that we haven't won in 20-something years, yeah, I'll take it over the FA Cup all day. But with this squad, there's no excuse to be in any of the cups. Frozen at the mention of the pub and Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, I was saying I'll probably go to the pub today so I can get the Real Madrid game on that one and the PSG game on another versus having to rearrange my damn house or, the TVs in the office. They're going to end up playing him for like 2 wasteful England internationals games. So too tired. I'd rather Rice gets a rest and play one here. I'm here for that shout. And I ended yesterday's stream also saying that I don't expect any of these fuckers to go and play international duty. Especially Gabriel. Like, what? They were friendlies. Where are you going, bro? Brazil has already qualified. Ecuador is already qualified. So Gabriel and Capier, stay your ass in London and train. Get your nutrition, get your body right. Like, we need this. Norgard, Wanieri, Eze, and Marino in the 9. That's what's going to happen. We need the injured players back because the fixtures are piling on up. Yeah. So FA Cup kicks off. These men better be coming back fit and ready to fight. I think we should sell Marino at the end of the season. That is not happening. He's not. Mikhail loves him. Mikhail loves Mikhail. That fucking better prioritize. I want my FA Cup back. Facts. Big facts. We need that. We need 15 of them things. Man United are way too close. Reboot your router, power it down, unplug from the mains, and leave for 5 minutes, then power up. Do this once a fortnight. You know what? Look at that. Big up, man. And I'm getting this for you for free while I'm paying these fuckers $94 every month for shit internet. And I can't blame it on the weather because the weather on past days have been terrible. And it's kind of like nice outside right now. Big up to Paris, man. Them. Understand, respect. Guna SC, I am good, bro. Tell us that you are well as well. No, you guys don't need to watch our game tonight. Oh, I'm watching. I'm watching for the Conor Bradley lockup. Remember Conor Bradley locked up Mbappe? I want to see if Trent's going to start. I want to see if these men are going to boo Trent at every touch of the ball. It might be the biggest fixture of the day, to be fair. I can argue, and like Xabi Alonso said, it's the Classico of European football. It's this European royalty versus European royalty. So, You know, it's blockbuster. I'm just glad it's not on at the same time as our game. Paris Mandem in the building. I try as if false now tonight. Seriously, this Marino thing is dead. You know what? You know that we're all calling out Marino. Watch him have a blinder tonight. Watch Marino turn up and score a brace, run around the corner flag, do a Leicester, do a international performance for Spain. Because I don't think the Slavia Prague team is great. Yeah? They are leading their league. 14 games, 8 played, 8 won, 6 drawn. Haven't lost. Only conceded 8 goals in their league. But, you know, Slavian Czech La Liga tax. There's only 16 teams in that league. You know, I'm hoping not that I rate Marino at the highest order, but I'm hoping that he prove us all wrong tonight. And bang. Tuchel better not pick Saka, Eze, or Rice. England already qualified. Facts. These are just meaningless friendlies. This is when the club needs to exercise their dark arts and be like, no, they're staying. That we have, and they can send that in the email and put it in quotations at the bottom of the email. Bigger fish to fry. And the bigger fish is that damn EFL Cup, because it's the first one. Win that, and then go win the other one. We ain't been in off any cups. I'm not trying to hear that. Big up James Bond. Manners and respect, G. Big up to the legend that is Godfrey. Hope you are good. Endo said, oh, damn, I'm going backwards. Trent will definitely be booed. Why, though? Why? He fulfilled his contract and went on to a bigger club. What is the problem? Let him be. And he won you a prem on the way out. Yes, big up Miss Melina, man. Hope she is good. Where we at? Get your customary set piece goal versus Slavia Prague, and you'll be just fine. There it is. Yeah, unlock it with that, and then you'll see Marino start to fly about the place. You know, start to do the hold up the ball, wait for Saka to make the through run, and bang, play him on through. Yeah, and that's what we should expect. I'm not expecting us to lose tonight. I'm not even expecting us to concede, even though it's away. Yeah, this is one of the games where I actually think Martinelli would thrive in, but you know he is now on the nurse's table, right next to Gabriel Jesus, get to King Kai, next to Odegaard. Who else is injured? Our injury report is should be getting better, but the shit's getting worse. I think at the end of November. And why the hell is Kepa? Oh, Kepa is listed with personal reasons. Yesterday it said physical discomfort, but today it says personal reasons. And the Gyökeres injury is listed as a strain. Strain of what? You know, when you don't know what the injury is, when the injury is as dubious as a strain or physical discomfort, you're like, yo, don't know what that's about. The problem, these players can't say no to internationals. They are foolish. Now, there's a way to do it. There's a tactful way to do it, yeah? Because we see the last international break, one Dutchman took care of another Dutchman in Gravenberch and sent him back to slot. Because everyone was thinking Gravenberch was injured on the last international break. He was fine. But he had to come back for the Chelsea game. So they took care of him. Like, we need to take care of our own players. Trent is an op now. He will be booed for this, that, and okay. So here's the thing: boo him when he's coming. If he doesn't start, boo him when he's coming on. Or if he does start, you boo him the first time he touches the ball, right? And let him know. But for the rest of the game, shut the fuck up. There is no way you should be booing him the entire game. Like, for what? What is the cardinal sin that he committed? Fulfilled his contract and went on to work somewhere else. I'm telling you, bro, Madrid is such a fantastic city to live in, bro. It's hard to turn that down as a footballer, as a regular dude, let alone as a multi-millionaire. And Liverpool lose 1 million games in a row. We never hear from this guy, and he shows back up. This is the most Raheem Buckup shit ever. Man shows back up after a win, after 4 L's, you know. 4 L's. But big up to Raheem Buck, LFC monster, Raheem Buckham, resident Liverpool fan, just like you. Big him up. Hate to see you, man, in a decade. Say your last trophy was with Trent. Ooh, shit. Oh, damn. Shots fired. Paris Mandem say shots fired. The strain of carrying our Arteta tactics, it seems. Oh, Jesus. How you gonna say no to your country when it's a meaningless game? When it's a completely meaningless game, this is when you let the young and upcoming, like if you're Gabriel, let Militao go run out. You know what I'm saying? That you are going to the World Cup, Gabriel. You are the best Brazilian center back right now. You are going. No need. The hell you mean who's concerned? We are concerned of why the players are dropping like flies, boy 10. We are concerned that players come to us with a fantastic injury record, and all of a sudden, Red Cross is next to their name on every damn sporting app that you can find. What the fuck is going on, bro? Because what I don't want is for these injuries to start piling up, and then the Excuse Express start to load it up. The Excuse Express out here, but like, yeah, if we weren't injuries, no. We had injuries last year. That's what they blamed it on. But the year before that, the injury gods were kind to us the year before that, and we still didn't win it. Can't expect players to say no. The country, the club should just rotate better. No, the club should do what the hell Fergie used to do and say he's injured. He's injured. They can't tell you that you're not injured. I'm injured, boss. I can't play. It's being assessed. Because what you man gonna be saying? Gabriel go play in a friendly for Brazil and comes back with a fucking ACL. What we gonna be saying? Sorry. Right? Someone runs the stop sign on purpose and crash your fucking car and then tell you sorry. The games are meaningless. Meaningless friendlies. For what? For fitness? Gabriel don't need fitness. The World Cup is June. A friendly against Senegal. Fuck all that. Why does Gabriel need to go play against Senegal for? He is going to the World Cup. He's guaranteed to be there. Right? Let Beraldo and Bruno and them man go get a run out, bro. The hell with that. Brazil is not paying you 200 bags a month. Arsenal is. What you mean they can't say no? It's not meaningless for Tuchel. He needs the team to learn to play together. Right? He can do that in March. And there's something seriously wrong. There's something seriously wrong with English football, right? Where they continue to blame players who don't play together for the reason why they can't win one of the major tournaments. Because the the Spain team, they got players that play all over the world. The German teams have players that play all over the world, right? Argentina got players that play all over the world, and they keep winning. They seem to win them. The Portugal team got players that play all over the world. Why is it that the English that got players who play most, and most of the English players play in the fucking Premier League, right? Jude Bellingham is the only Spanish player that is the only English player that plays in La Liga, that plays for the national team, yeah? Or am I missing one? Most of the players play in the Prem. Ain't no way I'm being bantered about trophies. Yes, you can when you want to win a trophy. What's England winning? Yeah, I'm club over country all day, bro. Sadly, lack of class for Bruin Trent. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like it. Bruin when he comes on, but then if he touches the ball every single time, if they're gonna do that to one of their own who was born there, if you are Gravenberch, look up, and as soon as your contract, hey, get the fuck up out of there. Them ungrateful bastards. I doubt anyone will ever have a fully fit team. It's about squads now. Well, there's only so many key players in the squad that you can lose before you have to, declare it a damn emergency, You can bend, but not break. Yeah, you can't say no. This idea that you can't say no to the national team is crazy. You know, R9 and his pump could have said no all the way up until the final couple of matches, and he still would have had to get picked. We actually did in 23-24 and lost it to Aston Villa at home 2-0. Painful match. Players want caps when they're on offer. I get that, but all call-ups aren't created equal. So, for example, if Emil Smith Rowe gets a call-up right now, he has to run to it because that opportunity won't knock again, right? But if you're Jude Bellingham, you know you're gonna go. You know you'll get opportunities to knock. If you're Christian Pulisic, you don't have to go play meaningless international friendlies for Team USA. You are going, right? You're going. If you are, if you're Vinny Jr. and you want to take a break because Madrid is on for the treble, Carlo will understand that. He will. And just when we think she can't be any more kind, instead of sending a super chat or a super sticker, she hands out more memberships. It's Melina. Absolute gem. Don't know what to say anymore, Miss Melina. I'm running out of words. But yeah, I'm resisting. You can't say no to country mess. You assess. I'm not saying you should just always rebuff your country and don't go. I'm saying read the room and assess the current situation. You know, if the players who are going know that they're damn going. There is no, if you don't play, you go. Gabriel is going to play. The only way Gabriel doesn't play for Brazil is if he actually gets injured. And us keeping him in London, and we're actually protecting him from his damn self. Look, every time Odegaard is injured, the national team still assesses, yep. You can't say you're injured if you're not. Brother, yes, you fucking can. You can. Fergie used to do this shit all the time. It's called dark arts, bro. You see, man, go down on the pitch, get kicked in the knee, and hold their face. That's essentially what it is. So if you say you have a knock and you can't go play a meaningless international against Senegal in November, but then you go on a tear in March, April, May, the business end of the season when it really matters, you're getting your call up. 3-0 Arsenal, something along those lines. Going forward too. No faith. Anfield the Red said we are losing 5-1. Paris Magnum say a 3-0. Gabriel chasing his caps. He'll play. Tell you what, if he goes play for Senegal, go plays for Brazil against Senegal in a meaningless friendly, it's a friendly, you know. So whatever he does in this cap, even if he scores a goal, then what? It's not like it counts. You go get hurt in a meaningless friendly, stay your ass there. Don't come back. You know. Don't come back for the Arsenal doctors to operate on you. And if they do, hey, send the bill to the federation. Let them pay for your fucking surgery. That season was already over when Jesus went down. Arteta lost faith with Nketiah, arguably over Balogun, who got sold instead of Nketiah. Let the evidence show, boy 10, that Eddie Nketiah, we had offers from Wolves, Nottingham Forest, and Palace at the time for Eddie Nketiah. And the infinite wisdom of your manager said, no, we are keeping Eddie. We're going to give him the number 14 shirt and give him 100 grand a week and then lose faith in him. Tell the whole story. Eddie Nketiah should have never been at the club in the first place. Plus, if they're not available for country, they risk losing their spot. Men have to compete. Bro, Gabriel is not competing with anybody for a spot in that Brazil team. No, let's stop. We're not under that. We're not doing that. Nope. Harry Kane can say he's injured now. Come June, he's in that English squad. Like, what are we doing? Who's he gonna take? Ollie Watkins? Like you making it sound like it's a fair fight, like it's one size fits all. Certain men have to compete for their spot. Some men don't. What are we doing? Like when Team USA was being picked in the 90s, you think Michael Jordan had to compete for a spot? No, Isaiah Thomas had to compete for a spot. That's why he didn't fucking make the team. Some men have to compete. Some men know they're going, bro. Let's keep the conversation honest. Yeah, facts. But, Harry Kane is going. Harry Kane is going. Gabrielle is going. You think Messi has to compete for a spot? You think Ronaldo has to compete for a spot? Imagine Messi have to compete for a spot. Come on. Yeah, wow, Claire. She's just amazing, isn't she? Not about losing places. They want caps. You know what they want, bro. We know what they want. We're talking about the interest of the club to go play meaningless games. They want to have 50 plus caps, be centurions. All these things matter for them in their home countries. We know it matters. But I'm saying, you go there in a meaningless game and you come back injured, excuses still don't run. Yeah, but man, that's 27 with 15 caps knows he can because he's been dropped before. But that's what I'm saying. So some players know and some players don't. Now to the players who want to come, like if you're a Rodrigo and you get a call up, you go because you're not playing. Gabriel is fit come May, June, whenever the squads need to be finalized. He is a Brazil international going to the World Cup. And I tell you what the hell matters to him more than meaningless caps, a World Cup trophy. Yeah, man can have 100 caps for country and never win shit. I got 68 caps, but I got the World Cup trophy. What we talking about? Now, if you're talking about Nketiah going to Nigeria, dude, then yeah. So if you agree with that, yeah, then you think you have us winning the Q word. Oh my days. Where is the others going? Is it overflow? They got us. Yeah, they got fillers. Like Hendo said, you got fillers and the killers. So that's the perfect analogy. So big up Hendo again. For these meaningless friendlies, you take the fillers. But when the squad needs to be finalized, you take the killers. Gabriel is a killer. Does anyone in this chat really believe that Gabriel needs to go play against Senegal to make the World Cup squad? Anyone who says yes, getting a slap. Lineup will be out soon. Is it almost 8 my time? And I'm curious to see Lego Head make changes. Yeah, I don't think he's going to rotate too much. Let me see what FootMob has predicted for Arsenal, Slavia, Prague. Is Ryan goal? Skelly. They got Skelly predicted to start just like against Atletico. But that was a home game, so this might be a little different. But I could vibe with that. But it's Timber and them two. Norgard and Deckers. As their Trossard, Saka, Marino. Enough. 4-0 Arsenal. I love these nils. I love these nils, these clean sheets. Dry clean and bill keep going up. Eddie has no right to say he wants to represent Nigeria at all. He tried for England for years. Put him on international duty. Yeah. Eddie, Callum Hudson-Odoi, all them men who didn't play in the qualifiers who want to go cuck up to the World Cup squads now. Nah, bro. Nope. Don't deny my lads from favelas their 100 caps. Fair play. Go play meaningless games at your own risk. Yeah. Because the all-time greats never had to lobby for caps. 3-0 is a good scoreline, but I want more from our players. Let players be playing free-flowing football. We don't start out playing free-flowing football. You know, someone said earlier in the chat, normally we unlock a team with a set piece. score another goal, and then the free flowing football comes. But we have to be at a certain point in the game. We have to establish a certain amount of dominance, a certain amount of control before the free flow comes. Because Arteta is so risk averse. Free flowing football to start means you probably could concede. And I said this yesterday, like the next time Arsenal concede a goal, this is going to make national news. Like people won't believe it. Oh shit, they conceded. Who scored? Build a statue for him. Big up Clear Heart, Michael Olise. You know, Claire's gonna find her a Bayern Munich game and storm the pitch. Like if you watch a Bayern Munich game and you see a young lady storming the pitch, ladies and gentlemen, it's clear. Them grounds in Africa are dry and tough. I hope Gabriel don't get injured. So a lot of these games don't get played in the homeland, right? Because I was watching the let me see if I can find where that game is being played, the Brazil game. I doubt that it's in Senegal. It might not even be in Brazil. It might even be at a neutral site. Oh shit. Bro, it's at the Emirates. The Brazil and Senegal match is at the Emirates. So yeah, he's definitely playing. Oh my days. Anfield the Red. DVD Militao. Fight for me. Bradley, the new Real Madrid left back. Valverde, Grava Sabozo, Salah, Ketike. I think Ketike will score today, you know. Real Madrid play a criminal high line. Yeah, Kane status. Call me when it matters. That's it, bro. Thanks. And I expect Gabriel to do that. Marquinhos and Militao suddenly play great together, and Gabriel is dodging games in the meanwhile. Bro, none of them men are better than Gabriel. Stop it. They're good players. But Carlo's not stupid. Yeah. Gabriel is the starting center back for Brazil right now. Great quality depth, but just like France, Saliba starts. Now he can rotate between Kanate and Upamecano, but Saliba starts. If he's playing, if he wins the Premier League, let's be real, he has many assists as well. Bro, he's going. I'm not even entertaining that fucker there. Just saw the Brazil team congratulated Fabinho. No love lost between him and them. Militao going, but Marquinhos is dropped from the starting 11 from PSG. They play Zabrini and Paco. Bro, yeah. They could be both fit. It's going to be Gabriel and one of them in the first two games. Like when they already qualified and that third game that's meaningless in the group stage of the World Cup, then that's when Gabriel rests. We're gonna pretend like Gabriel is not motherfucker right now. We're gonna speak of him as such. But the same way I used to sit here and speak of Van Dijk as that motherfucker. We're gonna give Gabriel the same respect based on his play. Arteta is the type of guy to need 1 point with 10 games and still play not to lose the league. Yeah. The assists, the clean sheets. He's the most attacking center back in the fucking Prem. I respect again retiring Gabriel Magalhaes. Brazil is back. Marquinhos because he's better than me. He's better than all of them. Let's go. Eddie is Ghanaian. I'm just saying there's a timeline when he is dropped, and I don't know when he wants to give others a chance. A friendly against Senegal in November is low risk. If we're talking about March, and like I'm saying, during the qualifiers, when they needed to qualify, Gabriel was starting. You know what I'm saying? So, as things are right now, he isn't getting dropped. And we agree there. BX Gunner, Martinelli's on the plane. Jesus won't be unless he has a remark. No, he ain't. Jesus, that ship has sailed for him. Like if Jesus makes the World Cup squad, it means that Arsenal have won the league. Yeah, because that means he would have came back and turned into pre-2022 Jesus and is firing at Arsenal, and that means we'll probably go on to win the league if he is cooking. That's the only way he goes to the World Cup. That Brazil front line right now is looking like Cunha, Vini, Paqueta, Rafinha, probably Rodrigo. Shit, might be missing a few, but so Jesus, way the hell down there, nowhere near it. No way I'm wanting to risk my center back, man. If you tried to represent a European country first, then you tried to pretend you cared about 100 cats for Nigeria. Big up to Jack Line. Never that. Will be insane playing. Forget it. Keep him. Eddie is a weird player. He has striker qualities, but can't flourish in that position. I can't figure it out when I watch him play. Eddie is just a mid-table player. Like, he's at Palace right now, right where he belongs. Eddie should have never been at Arsenal. Should have never been wearing number. Should have never been at Arsenal as long as he stayed. I'm not gonna say he shouldn't have been there. Right? Opportunities. We can give you opportunities, but we can't guarantee outcomes. So you get your opportunity, the outcome isn't happening, so you move on. But he shouldn't have stayed there that damn long. Shouldn't have worn number 14 and shouldn't have been given 100K extension. That is crazy. 130 pounds making a beeline for Elise, dry humping on the halfway line. Right, if we it's gonna be her. We're like, yep, they go clear, arrested and banned from attending a football match. Martinelli could have tried for the Italian national team. He's part Italian. And now, what if we got one cap for Italy and didn't get back in this, then decided to try for Brazil? This is the highest level of football. This is not like it's a charity case. These guys are well paid, and this is Brazil that we're talking about. If you're good enough, you're good enough. And we've seen Ronaldinho get left off a World Cup squad due to politics. So it's not always down to quality. Well, you're speaking facts in general. It just doesn't apply to Gabriel Magalhães from Brazil. It's like there are certain men who are going. Like, I used to have people who used to work for me, bro, where they would be at the same rank as another person next to them, but they would get certain because they were that good at what they did. Them Brazilians not gonna bat for him. Yeah, I hear you. It's good, man. It's not like Gabriel did anything good for Brazil so far. Let's be real. What do you mean? What's he supposed to do? Is he supposed to score the goals for him? Brazil already qualified when he was their starting center back. What's he meant to do? Do a Neymar? What's Neymar done for Brazil? He was meant to be the generational guy to lead him to glory. When are we putting pressure on the shoulder of center backs for the nation that's supposed to play Jogo Bonito football? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, the dream is over for Eddie, man. Dead. Nothing. Plus, he'll do everything to cement that starting spot. He's already done it. He's already done that. There's no doubt in my mind. Is Lissandro gonna cement his spot in the Argentina side? Eddie would bang in the championship. Would probably bully Eredivisie too. Now, Eze was at Eze. Eddie was at Leeds. Remember, he was at Leeds at loan. He couldn't get a game there. Patrick Bamford kept him out of the team. Eddie is just not what people say or pretend he is. Like, Eddie is just a bang average footballer. At best, bang average. I'm sure he's a good dude and all that, but Eddie is just, come on, Eddie. Eddie is not the guy that should be saying no to this nation, hoping that this one call him up. Like, if you have to hope, nah, bro. You take the job you got. Take the job you got, not the one you want. until you can get the one you want. But Champions League today, Arsenal away at Slavia Prague. I'm expecting a win. I expect the boys to do the damn thing at what? The game comes on at 9:45 a.m. my time, so that's what? 5:45 UK time. So I expect us to do the damn business and put our feet up and then watch the Liverpool meltdown. Yeah. Pick up Cooper. Hope your recovery is going well. One day at a time, one step at a time. You take it easy, yeah? But Real Madrid, Liverpool, or PSG, Bayern Munich. Like I said, I can't decide which one of those games I'm going to be more tuned into. But I'm going to take my ass to the bar and say, I want these two games, these two screens right here. Sit there, get me a point, get me a pint, and enjoy. Only and only if Arsenal handle their business. Now, if we don't do our business in our game, catch me back here right after the game doing a meltdown. I have therapy between 11 and 12 my time. So whenever my therapy is over, I'll be right back here analyzing the game because these men, if we win this game today, then all of a sudden we can afford to draw the Bayern Munich game and still be well on to get top 8. That would be 12 points, 16 points. I think you're safe to get top 8 and avoid the playoff. Yeah. So golden opportunity for the Arsenal. Don't concede, win the game comfortably. No more injuries, and no yellow card for Declan. Because if we get a yellow card, if Declan gets a yellow card, then the midfield against Bayern Munich looks like Zubimendi and Norgard. Not sure that's enough. Big up to Cooper. The assemble is with us. Hope all is good, sir. Tell us that you're good. Red Skull say BBK Arsenal need to sign a left winger and a midfielder in January to reinforce the squad. What's your thoughts? I don't think we signed anyone in January. I think the summer he was back and was back very, very well. I do agree that we do need a left winger, but the kind of money that Semenyo is going to demand in January, I don't think Arsenal are willing to cough that up right now. I think Berta believes, I think Arteta believes, and I think most of the positive fans believe that we have enough. A midfielder, are you talking about a CDM or like an attacking midfielder? But a CDM, Miss Norgard Declan for the depth there. For the 8/box crashing, it's Rice Marino. I think Arteta is comfortable with that. But the left winger, I do think if there's an opportunity that presents himself because it's a World Cup year, because you see Endrick at Real Madrid dying on the bench because he thinks, Real Madrid is the, holy grail of football. Fair. And you rather sit at the bench at Real Madrid and then go rather sign for someone else. Those type of situations. For example, if Xabi Alonso isn't playing Rodrigo and he realizes that his spot in the World Cup squad isn't as sure shot as a Gabriel, that he needs to go at a big club and play minutes, and the loan opportunity presents itself, then I think you might see Arsenal act. But I don't see us shelling out any big money. The only way we sign a big name player in January is if we do what AJ has been alluding to over these past couple of weeks. If we sell a Jesus or sell who else? I know he says Kai, but Kai isn't being sold. Not on those wages, not what we paid for him. So it looks like Jesus could be the only outgoing. I don't think we'll recoup enough money for us to get and it can't just go get a left winger for left winger's sake. Like a January, just go get a Kivior. No, you have to get someone who improves the first 11, not just a squad player. We need to go get a killer, not a filler, like Hendo says. Yeah. Norgard is no guard. I pray to hell not. But that's what it is. Declan picks up a yellow today, and that's it. That's our midfield against Bayern. It's going to be Norgard. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, this guy, left wing. I don't think we'll be able to cough up that type of money. Yeah, Marino too, brother. He's Snail mail. It's like a snail in a damn slot had a baby. Very, very slow. So I expect us to change the way we play today because there's no pace on the pitch. Saka, there's no pace across that front line, really. Saka has lost a step. Marino was born slow. Trossard is slow as hell as well. So you might see a slow build-up to keep the game in their half and then try to play through them. Versus where we turn the ball over, we have Martinelli out on the wing with pace. Yeah, absolutely no pace on the pitch today. I'm curious to see how tactically we set up. But we definitely need cover for Rice. I'm not gonna lie. I do agree with you. Yeah, but Eddie was at least a teenager, and in that team was the Prem next season. That was a very good team, and Ketia now as a player would do well in the championship. Fair, that's a fair shout. But you know, I remember it's like if you couldn't start over Bamford, man, Bamford, you know. Declan, I'm sure you mean shouldn't be risky. Man, he's starting today. Because if he doesn't start today, then what's the alternative? Oh, so you're saying that you rather not risk Declan today and keep him for sure against Bayern? That's actually a good shout. So play Norgard today, yeah? Play Norgard and... But that's the thing. Zubimendi's fucking suspended, bro. Zubimendi's suspended. So if you don't play Rice, who are you playing? Either you put Marino in the midfield with you play a oh hell no, that's a shit sandwich. I was gonna say Marino Norgard in the midfield. You play Trossard false 9 and play Ethan on the wing. But a midfield of Norgard and Marino. Not good. If Eddie Nketiah next move is to a lower level than the champs, shit just happen. He's gonna stay at Palace for another 2-3 years. I think right there, you know. Palace, Everton, man, that's his level right there. Big up, people. Love. 28 watching, 23 likes. Big up to the silent listeners who haven't liked. That's all right. We appreciate you too. When I was asking if it was overflow, it's about memberships. Usually it would list all 5 who got it. I only saw Miss Melina get it. It might not be working out worth actually being handed out. It'll tell me when I go into my analytics here in a second. It'll tell me who rejoined or who got them. I don't know if it'll hold it, and when someone membership expires, it will. But yeah, Miss Melina, not Miss Melina. Claire, little admin note. Yeah, if there's an overflow where the memberships aren't going to people who actually support the channel, if you feel like supporting the channel, super sticker or super chat, but yeah, no more memberships. But we're very, very grateful for what you do, and thank you again. Big up to Wahaha for that. Oh yeah, Samba giving up daps. Facts, don't think he fits our system, says Red Skull. Norgard, Eze, Waneri, midfield for Slavia. I just don't see him starting Ethan. I really don't. It's Ethan or Eze in the Champions League. The only time he started Ethan and Eze was against Port Vale. I don't think. Best squad, and we're still struggling with injuries. Yeah. We pick up one more and it's long. And if it's injury riddled, then it's no longer the best squad. Is it? Marino need a midfield or Pedri or Zubi to play good. That's a shout. He looks completely different in that midfield, isn't it? That's a great shout there, Red Skull. Darren, I would say it again, trade Marino for Quentin Timber. I think Timber is injured. I think Quentin Timber is injured at the moment as well. Norgard Marino, I'm not watching that. This would be back pass, back pass, back pass. It would be a back pass exhibition. You know, I don't know if I would rather. It would be criminal. And there you go, Claire. Not Claire. We weren't saying you had to. We were just saying you should. Jesus Christ. Sweet baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We're going to see clear. I'm telling you, we are going to see clear on the pitch, storming Michael Lise when Bayern Munich plays at a ground near her. The assembly, what you think? Berta and Barteta didn't agree that would go on. I'm pretty sure there has been some disagreement between them two when it comes to recruitment. And not all disagreement is unhealthy. Like whenever in a recruiting, when you recruit, it's a human resources thing. There will be disagreement. But the question is, whenever there's disagreement about a player or a profile of a player or the direction that a club want to go in, who has the tiebreaker? Who has the deciding vote? Josh? Surely you would lean on the guy who's directing, sporting director, right? What direction you want to go in? That guy. You would lean. Of course, we need to win a trophy badly. We are starving, bro. Absolutely starving. Then again, we need to play Norgard, Marino, and Eze, and then play Harriman up front. Could we see Harriman in the squad today? Would he disrespect, quote unquote, disrespect a Champions League opponent? He might, because even though, listen, some of these Champions League teams are shit. Let's call it 100. Right now, Ajax are shit. Benfica, Carrier, some of these teams are shit. But I don't think Slavia Prague is in that bunch where they're absolute shit. Right now, they're 28 in the Champions League out of 36 teams. They're winless. They're on 2 points. So they've played 3, won none, drawn 2, lost 1. So he possibly could. Thank you, Claire. Far too kind. It would be the Trucker Brothers. You remember the Trucker Brothers? You both know, if not Mikel Merino up front, it's Trossard. Reds every year, bro. This is Arsenal. We know who we support, Redsko. The back passes, then they smile in your face all the time, but they want to take your place. Hey, you know what? You might, do I need to grow my locks out? Man, Trossard will cook in the champs, though. He does have good Champions League performances, not gonna lie. Run that wrench. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. But when AJ tells me to do something, I have to do it. I must. I don't want to piss AJ off because AJ would block me from my own channel if he could. Piss off AJ, my mod. He'll do it. The manager is looking for a new contract. And when he signs a new contract, so you're on 15.6 mil. You're negotiating a new contract. The next contract is it's gonna be pet money. Arteta will be the next highest paid. Arteta wins the league or the Champions League, he'll be the highest paid Premier League manager when he renegotiates. Yep. But if that comes with a Champions League and a Premier League for Arsenal, it's not our money. We're not pocket watching. When we mention his salary, the point we're making is, if you're gonna be paid like one of the big boys, you have to be delivering the big trophies. Right? You can't have big boy salary without the big boy expectation. You can't divorce the two. That doesn't run. He's not registered in the Champions League squad. Who are we talking about? Max? I swore he was on the bench for one of the games. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, brother. Appreciate you pointing that out. Those days are long gone. And like when I go to a new barber and they cut it too low, I get upset because it takes a while for me to get this bit back. Hey, big up to Haha, man. Hey, do some shopping. Go get you that Cunha. Get you that Cunha jersey. Let's go Slavia Prague, he said, but I'm not even hearing that. I've heard they're begging him to stay. 21 million is my understanding. Jesus. Yeah, so surely we're winning it all, isn't it? Surely we're doing the boy 10. because they can't announce this. They shouldn't even be creeping in the news without the trophies. Both of them. Like you have to deliver. Because imagine they sign and give him a big contract, and then we get to like the Champions League final and get slapped up. Get slapped up the way we get the way Inter got slapped up in the Champions League final. No one saw 5-0 coming in the Champions League final. Nobody did. Especially after the performance that Inter put up against Barcelona in the semis. That was a modern day classic. Inter was known as this defensive team. And they're still a very good defensive team because right now they haven't conceded a goal in the Champions League either. It's just been us and them. They've scored 9, we've scored 8, none conceded. And to play against Barcelona the way they did, most people thought they would have given PSG a better game. Only to show up there and be a part of a record breaker. That was a record loss. No team has ever lost 5-0 in the Champions League final. So you can't be announcing big contract for a guy who's never won before you win. I think that's not good PR. That's not good business. Then what message does that send? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like that. I did have to do that. And I'm glad you appreciate it as much as we appreciate you. I'm not really good at the moderator thing with that. Yeah. Hey, AJ, coach her up. Don't worry. AJ will will let you know what you got. All right, Tata getting that right out. That would this might make Pep stay. This might make Pep stay at Man City an extra year. Because say Pep, you know when everyone is saying Arsenal, Liverpool, and City just sneak in there and win their 7th under Pep. And then, Pep has decided, you know what? I'm staying another 2 years, renegotiate. Arteta ain't win shit. He's on 21. I've won everything. Give me 25. And then Saudi comes in and like, we'll give you 30. And then he's like, hey, give me 32 and I'll stay at City. I knew he was getting an extension by December. Jesus. Christmas is going to be big in the Arteta household. And hopefully this summer will be big and massive for all the Arsenal fans. Okay, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, bro. I'm here for a summer of we're the champions of this and we're the champions of that. Because of the end of November, going into December, Noni's coming back, Martin Odegaard's coming back, and King Kai's coming back. Manage the minutes of the guys who are borderline running the red line overload. And then there'll be like new signings going into the FA Cup and the fixture congestion. And just an admin note, the game that was supposed to be played against Crystal Palace on 16 December, Palace appealed due to fixture congestion, and that game has been rescheduled for 23 December. So 2 days before Christmas, the EFL Cup, Arsenal will be playing Crystal Palace. So all the other teams will have played their quarterfinal game. Fulham and Newcastle play on the 17th, as do Man City and Brentford. Cardiff and Chelsea game remain on December 16th, but ours have been shifted to December 23rd. So, don't know how that means for fixture congestion. I think we have a Premier League game that Sunday, so 2 days before. December 23rd is a Tuesday. Christmas falls on a Thursday this year, so massive fixture congestion is coming up. And the FA Cup starts 10 days later, so we need those guys back. And like Red Skull said earlier, left wing and another midfielder. Yeah, we can't be putting this type of load on Declan Rice. He will break down. It will be the next muscular injury. That is tough stuff there, But we see 3-0 to the Arsenal. I'm torn between 2-0 or 3-0. I think because everyone is expecting Mikel Merino to have a stinker, you'll surprise all of us. And then we will start the next stream saying, didn't see that coming. And then we blitz Slavia Prague. It might even go top of the Champions League table if PSG and Bayern stink out a draw. I don't know who Inter has. Don't know, don't care. But it would be fantastic to have 4-4, no goals conceded. Then we got Bayern at the carpet. No suspended for Deckers. Zubimendi coming back. Hopefully, Gyökeres will be fit because that game is on. What's the date? I think it's on the 28th of December. Of November. Yeah, 4 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, actually. We play Bayern. So hopefully some of the guys get back fit. And we have something for Bayern. Because if we get past Bayern, especially with a clean sheet, ooh, boy 10 will be in here shitting on everybody with the more quad talk. But I'm here for it. Big up, people. One more before we get out. Claire says, then Arteta will shut up shop with 11 defenders. I can see it. He may do that after 1-0, Claire. So we'll see. But people, it's love. Thank you for another therapy session this morning. Got to go do some real therapy. They've extended my therapy from 15 to 20 up to an hour now. So the muscles are getting stronger around the ACL. So I'm going to go love it and leave in a year. Big up to every single one of you. Thank you, Claire. Again. Top of the Champions League, he'll string up the boxes again. Hey, big up, man. Bless up to Darren. Yes, people. Love it, not leave it. Manners and respect every single time. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.